Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Just a quick video update for you. For many of you who follow the channel and watch our live streams with Mark, the bowler hat farmer, you probably be aware of what's been happening and sort of plans that we're currently doing and implementing. However, for some of you who are not been watching our live shows, I don't think you probably will have this information. But I think it's really a good idea to put this forward in front of my audience because in the end of the day, guys, we're all trying to achieve the same thing. So for any of you who's not aware, okay, there's a website now launched called foodfindershub.co.uk, and it's launched there to basically build a bridge between these small food businesses, independent small food businesses, and consumers. The idea is, guys, all right, we're trying to eliminate supermarkets as much as possible out of our daily lives. We totally understand, okay, we do rely on supermarkets a lot, and we'll never be able to totally cut them out, not with the amount of shops that we have around. However, the less we give the supermarkets, the more money can go to a smaller businesses. A lot of this, guys, has been in the making for the past 6 or 7 months. We've been talking about it literally when we first started talking to Mark, and it's now finally got put together. You know, guys, with many things that are currently happening with the farmers, obviously, and the government, there's many other issues and many other reasons why we want to do this. And of course, one of the other things as well is the quality of our food, okay? The food that you can buy in the supermarkets, and we're not just talking about vegetables, we're talking about things like, let's take the latest fiasco with milk, okay? There's a massive hoo-ha currently going on, but again, if you have an ability to buy milk somewhere else, okay, that doesn't contain certain additives, that is a win-win situation. And at the same time, guys, there's loads of other foods that are constantly being pulled off the market because they're finding things that should not be there. There was a latest report I've seen, okay, and I covered this on one video before when I talked about the pesticides on our vegetables and fruits that get imported. And now I've seen an article, there are apparently actually up to 48 substances that on certain imported fruits and vegetables that are actually banned in the UK, but they still come through the door from different countries, which is absolutely worrying. So as I said, guys, this website's been put together so we as a consumer can make a better choices and buy from smaller businesses. The reason I'm bringing this forward because I can still getting the messages, people saying, well, there is not enough businesses in my area, or there's no local businesses in my area at all that are currently coming up on the website. Well, this has only been published, guys, for the 2 weeks. Okay, there's been a lot of people registering. There's a lot of ambassadors registered for the website, but you got to understand it takes a very, very long time because for us to get this message across, we need a big community of people spreading this word. And this is where the ambassadors come in. You can register yourself as an ambassador and you cover specific areas. So that means you take up the responsibility of finding those local little farm shops, local little businesses, and basically going and talking to them and actually get them to register on the website. So you can imagine it will take time, it takes determination from people, and of course everybody is a volunteer, they're walking around, they're doing this in their spare time, so you got to understand it's going to take a little bit of time. But on the positive side, there have been a few businesses that are already registered, there's a load of ambassadors are there, so it is currently happening, so you guys just need to be patient. And at the same time, if you do drive somewhere or you find, farm shop or something else locally, just maybe approach them and actually let them know. Because if they're registered, then they will be on the map, and then anybody in the area or somebody who chooses to drive somewhere will be able to find them. So for the past times that I've been checking, there was nothing in my local area or around area there I live. However, there's now an ambassador, and there's now 2 different shops that came up near my area, which actually do specific things like sausages and other bits and bobs, which is great. Without this website and without this ambassador, I wouldn't have known that. So this is that, guys. Hopefully that answers some of your questions. As I said, because I've never really talked about that on any videos, we're just covering this on the live streams. And I totally understand not everybody watches live streams. I don't even know if they come up on my notifications for you guys. I don't know, but it's very, very important that you're fully aware of that. We're trying, as I said, to build a community, okay? And we're trying to make sure, or trying to encourage people to basically go back to basics and literally just buy honest food that is grown here or made by people in the local community. And again, this brings me down to a point number 2. Going back to basics. You might have already noticed a couple of videos coming up on my channel calling themselves Back to Basics. So the idea is, guys, on the top of what we're currently doing or what's currently happening with the website, I'm now running a parallel series of videos, okay, to help people go back to basics. And we're talking about cooking, okay, understanding what to do with those ingredients. Because truly, if you go to a farm shop, you get yourself some fresh milk, but you might not always be able to get everything that you want, like specific cheese or things like that. So the idea of those series of the videos, guys, I will be taking you back to basics, and we're going to be learning, okay, how to do things from scratch. It is very important, okay? We all know, I think, that the current generations, we're losing the knowledge of food preparation, food preservation. And as you know, guys, this is a huge part of my channel, the food preservation. It is a key. Whether you're a prepper or you're just a person that just wants to come back to basics and learn, it is very, very important for us to know how to do those kind of things. In many cases, people think it is very complicated or more expensive than buying specific things. In some cases, it could well be a little bit more expensive, but the key thing that we're trying to avoid, guys, is consuming a food that has been either imported millions of miles away or consists a huge amount of things we do not want in our diet. This is only getting worse, okay? Just to give you an example, apart from the current milk fiasco, I just had a look at a horseradish sauce that I had in my fridge. And I said to myself, well, that really doesn't taste like a horseradish sauce, because horseradish sauce is meant to be quite nippy, like pretty much like a mustard. They're really meant to hit you in the nose, if that makes sense. And I had a look in the label, and I was pretty much shocked. And this actually happens quite a lot. If I dare you, once you start looking at the labels, you probably make this as your favorite pastime, and you probably annihilate like 99% of things that are sitting in your fridge. So anyway, I had a look at the horseradish sauce that wasn't really that flavorful. And I only found that it only contains 28% of horseradish, and that was the a little version. And then I looked at the Asda version, it contained 23. For any of you who's not aware, horseradish sauce, horseradish is a root, okay, and it's basically, sauce consists of horseradish, some mayonnaise, some lemon juice or vinegar, and you can add on garlic and maybe a couple of other flavorings, but this is it. If you look at the list of ingredients in their horseradish sauce, it is absolutely eye-watering, okay? And it goes for many things, like even take the bread into consideration, take many other things into consideration, have a look in the label, and something that's only meant to have a couple of ingredients will have 40, and this is not good. This is what we're trying to avoid. Is there two aims with the whole this thing that we're trying to achieve. We're trying to get people eat good, honest food, okay, and at the same time learn what to do with this, because as I said, it's been forgotten a lot, okay? It's been forgotten amongst many generations how to do basic things. Not everybody, but over the time, we can just see this in the communities that people are just relying on things that you just go in a supermarket and buy something is already ready, but without even probably thinking or realizing the amount of nasties is in there. So yes, guys, my idea of launching my sets of videos alongside the website, it is to help you there. So if you're new to all of this thing and you really want to get involved into doing things a bit more independently, buying a bit more locally, and then doing things yourself, then I strongly suggest, guys, that you subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber, and of course watch the videos. They are called Back to Basics, okay? I've created a separate playlist on the channel, okay? So they will be published obviously on the normal feed, but there's a separate area for them in the playlist if you do want to catch up on them. Generally anything with the channel continues is normal, okay? We're still a prepping channel, we're still doing all the things we're doing, we're still prepping, we're still doing the shops, stock up shops, that kind of thing. We're still talking about what things happening. Nothing changes. There's just an addition there, okay? Whether you guys choose to watch this video, if it's down your street kind of thing, then it's obviously up to you. But I really, really kindly ask you, if you can, please watch them, or at least play them and watch the adverts. It is for the greater good. The whole idea is we're just trying to make sure that people are able to eat and eat healthily. So if it's not something that you obviously enjoy watching, you probably see that statistically those kind of videos don't really get as many views unless the video gets trended. But it's very important that you help us to get this word out. So if you're genuinely watching my other kind of videos and not interested in a food, if you get a second, please just let this video play and put a like to it. It's very, very important. As you can imagine, it takes a lot of, obviously, it takes finance and it takes time. Most importantly, it takes time to put those videos out there. So for me to be able to continue doing this, I need to make sure, guys, I have your support behind me. So please put it on video, not interested in watching it, let it play. They're normally going to be short videos, just straight to the point. Let them play, thumbs up. And of course, guys, if you're not a subscriber, please just subscribe. I have like 43,000 of different people watching you. 50% are coming back watching again. So it's about 20-something thousand of you that are watching me on a regular basis but not subscribed. And I really, really need you guys doing that for me, just to help the channel, and to help, the main thing, to help this cause of making people aware and eating better foods. So there we are, guys. This is what I wanted to cover. So yes, please don't forget, thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Please follow this video or not. It's up to you, but really important. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.